said about Jens that the works to be exhibited was made by an anti-China artist who has long been smearing and attacking the Chinese system, and that the Pillar of Shame is a work of hostility towards China made with ill intentions. So China is not very happy that we are here, but I think it's important that we are gathering and that we're going to discuss these topics. And for that reason, I'm also very happy that we managed to have almost all parties in the European Parliament be part of it. We have Anna from the ECR, Tish from the Social Democrats, we have Engineer Roglo from the Liberal Party, Renew, we have also Isabel from the S&D Party, and we have Gerhard and myself from the Green Party. So what we see is that in the European Parliament, the fight for freedom is a cross-political party. But with that, I will start by giving Jens the floor. Afterwards, we will hear from Simon, an exiled Hong Kong activist. Then Loretta, the curator, will speak, and then we will hear from the MEPs. And finally, we have a choir that are rehearsing some songs that we will listen to with champagne. But Jens, take it away. The scene is yours.
Yes, first of all, thank you to Kira and the member of the parliament who have make this possible. We have worked for that for a long time. Everything takes long time in Brussels and in China. I'm quite happy with this talk from China. This is not any secret. Me and China have a big problem together. But I put this sculpture up. This is only a little model. This is 5 meters high normally, 8 meters high, so it's three times more. And I put this up before there was China. I put it up when it was still British territorium. And this was the Western rules who rules Hong Kong. There was free speech, there was freedom for everything. There was exactly like to be in London or New York on any citizen in the Western world. Then Britain gave 5 million Hong Konger to China, and China promised to make the system as it was before. So Hong Kong shouldn't change, but China break the deal. China changed Hong Kong. This is not, I am not changing Hong Kong. This is not the sculpture that changing Hong Kong. China is taking over, and China has made new rules. And everybody in the world is sitting down and look on these new rules. There's 500,000 citizens from Hong Kong that go out of Hong Kong. They can't live it more. There's a lot of people here also in the area who are artists, who are activists, who are political people, who are democracy activists. They couldn't go back. If we go back to Hong Kong, they go to 2 seconds, then we are in jail. All our friends in Hong Kong are sitting in jail at the moment. So people ask often me, because I'm a European, why are you working so hard to attack China? This is maybe because this is my friend who are in jail. And I think this is kind of a duty to help people who are in jail. The only thing that is worse in being in jail, this is if there nobody if people are stopping to talk with what you think or what you are in jail. So this is the most important thing. So thank you for European Parliament to highlight this case. We're really happy for that. And here we have a printer there. You can see there's a little printer. The first thing that go down when the China take this down for about 3 years ago, the Hong Kong U, they take it down, and then the Liberty Group, this is an activist of artists group in Hong Kong, they scan the whole Hong Kong, the whole Pillar of Shame, and then they're starting a print show around in the world. So this print is this little one out in thousands of pieces. And we have a little printer here who print, when we are here at the fantasies, I think we print 10 of them, and we have a lot of them. So we have, you can take one with your home as a gift from this exhibition, just to remember what it is about. So do that. I have I should say something. If anybody wants to go inside the parliament who film, there's a lot of rule here. So then you must go to the tent and ask for me on Lasse, and then we should try to help you about what we could. of full uniform. This is Lasse. He is expert in full uniform. Yeah. So, and then I'll tell a little story. I think it could be interesting. On the same time here, not the same time, but tomorrow. Tomorrow they open a big exhibition and conference inside Hong Kong. And this is a special one because they had invited the Chinese government and the Hong Kong government had invited a lot of museums in the Western world, and they have a discussion on the moment of 2 days in Hong Kong where they discuss how to develop art in Hong Kong. And they have buy a big area, about 54 hectares, it's about 250,000 square meters, and then they will make a big place to support art in Hong Kong. And then the Western world's firm and museum are now going to Hong Kong to discuss that. And we have asked them, maybe they could invite us to say something, but they haven't done that yet. So this is quite similar. We have two places in the world, one in Europe and one in Hong Kong, and it's both of the same problem. But in Hong Kong, they don't want to hear the other story. So this is about China and this one. Yes, I don't think I will say more. And I will give the speech to who will come after them. It's Simon. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Honorable members of European Parliament, esteemed activists and friends. I'm Simon Cheng, one of the exiled pro-democracy activists from Hong Kong, now based in the UK, and also being wanted by the Hong Kong police with 1 million bounty. As we gather here today at the European Parliament, we stand on the brink of an extraordinary event, one that transcends mere exhibitions and debates, one that delves deep into the very heart of the humanity struggle for freedom, justice, and artistic expression. I'm deeply honored to welcome you to the Forbidden Arts exhibition and the accompanying series of the crucial debates, where we confront heads-on the pressing issues of our time: censorship, repression, and the erosion of civil liberties. For too long, individuals across the globe have faced a heavy hand of authoritarian regimes, particularly in the regions like Hong Kong and China. But today, through the power of art and dialogue, we dare to defy those who seek to silence us. Art has always been more than a decoration for privileged fields and a veneer of civilization. It is more about the soul of the society, the mirror reflecting our collective consciousness. It is the voice of those underrepresented, underprivileged, and marginalized, the beacon of hope in the darkest of our times. Yet, in the face of oppression, art becomes something more. It becomes a weapon of defiance, a tool for resistance. The Forbidden Arts exhibition courageously showcased the resilience of the artist against authoritarian repression. From provocative sculptures to powerful performances, these artworks boldly challenge oppressive regimes and advocate for a more just society. At the heart of this exhibition stands the iconic Pillar of Shame sculpture, a solemn reminder of the ongoing struggle for artistic freedoms and human rights. This powerful symbol, once removed by the authorities in Hong Kong, now proudly stands in front of the European Parliament, a testament to our unwavering commitment to defending the freedoms of expression. The forthcoming national security laws will impose even more stringent regulations, not only on local citizens, but also on foreign nationals in Hong Kong. The extraterritorial effect of those laws will further suppress human rights, posing a threat to democracy and freedoms even amongst our international community. This legislation is nothing short of an assault on the very dignity of our humanity, stigmatizing those who dare to remain true and forcing them to live under pressure, poverty, and isolation. It will only lead to Hong Kong losing our status as an international metropolis and financial center, with severe challenges to its rule of law and freedoms. The actions of Chinese Communist regime will only foster more divisive social connection and far confrontational international relations, spreading fear and mistrust among us in our community, and enforcing the legalized violence. Such state-driven mental trauma could never be fully healed if the social injustice is never been addressed. The EU itself is not immune to such threats, as we witness the ongoing aggressions from Putin regimes against Ukraine. This is a stark reminder, isolating democratic Taiwan and welcoming communist China back to the international arena is not always a force for good, as it can become with hidden costs and consequences. The CCP's United Front strategy aims to whitewash its egregious human rights violation, silence dissent, and co-opt institutions and individuals alike in the service of its oppressive agenda. As it sees the European Union, with its commitment to democracy, human rights, the rule of law, as a prime target for influence. This event served as a vital counter-narrative, strengthening democracy and highlighting our liberal values. Despite facing numerous daunting challenges, we must remain encouraged and optimistic. Thought the increasing suppressive measures might tighten governance and consolidate authority in the short term, but in the long run, they will only hasten erosion of autocratic regime's foundation, potentially catalyzing the emergence of our new era of democratic freedoms amidst this crisis. Among us in this crisis are distinguished guests and speakers, MEPs, activists, scholars, artists, who voice carrying the way of truth and resilience. Together, we stand united in our pursuit of democracy and human rights worldwide. Finally, let me share with you my portrait for this unveiling of the Pillar of Shame outside of the European Parliament. In the heart of Beijing, shame shows its ugly face, sending soldiers and tanks to crush the peaceful graves. Once in Hong Kong, a pillar stood tall and strong, a reminder of the pain endured for far too long. 13 fire years have come and gone, memories still alive, of protests crushed and lives deprived. But fear has now silenced the candle's gentle glow, as the pillar of shame is forced to go. It spokes of fakes twixt by power's cruel hand, a symbol of resistance in a troubled land. But now, hollowed out by those in command, leaving behind just a shell where once it proudly stands. Yet its absence echoes louder than before, a silent protest against injustice call, inspiring courage in those who strive for truth and freedom to thrive. And let us not forget the spirit of autonomy in universities where minds roam free. The pillar, once a beacon of this noble cause, now lost to politics and unjust laws. Through far from home, our spirits remain strong. In the European Union, we will continue the song. For the democracy of Hong Kong, we won't yield. For democracy of Hong Kong, to Beijing powers on the battlefield. So let us unveil, with hands held tight, the resurrection of the Cheng's pillar in our sight. May the hope seen today within the EU light spread to Ukraine and Hong Kong, shining bright. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simon, for sharing your history with us. And now we will move forward to speeches of two of the MEPs, starting with Anna Fotyga from the Polish ECR party. Anna, the floor is yours.
I'd like to thank Kira and in particular Jens for this very important event here in the European Parliament. Over political divisions and over country divisions, we stand by Hong Kong. The Hong Kong Watch Group was established here many months ago, thanks to initiative of our colleagues, in particular Reinhard Butikofer and Miriam Lexman. But I would like to mention that we are on the esplanade of solidarity, Solidarność. That is the name of Polish trade union that made a change in Poland and inaugurated a change in Poland, overthrowing the communist regime and starting the wave of changes in whole region in Europe actually. One of the requirements put forward by Solidarność was eradication of censorship, because censorship is has been a very important tool, weapon taken by communist regimes to suppress, to dominate whole societies. And the censorship in art, in variety of arts, is a particularly vicious weapon, and therefore we firmly speak on behalf of all Hong Kongians, in particular after imposition of the national security law, that all atrocities have to be eradicated. I truly believe in freedom of Hong Kongians, in their dreams coming true in future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna, and thank you for your work also in the Parliament on this. Then I give the floor to Reinhard Butikofer from the German Greens.